Alright guys, SpartasFinest here, back again. Got a battle against a guy named Shady, but before that I'd like to say thanks for bringing me from 17 to 62 subscribers in like a day. And thanks to Xenon for apparently sending everyone there. I don't even know when he did it, because I don't think he did it in any of his battles or anything, but oh well, to the battle. First, I used a Sun team pretty much because in my last battle when I faced a Sun team, I saw Charizard and he was actually doing well, and I wanted to use a Charizard because he's like the coolest poke ever, and he's actually useful in this gen if you use him in the Sun, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, I lead with Ninetales and he leads with Rotom. I go straight for the Toxic, knowing I can probably take a Hydro Pump with Ninetales' pretty good special bulk, and then I predict his switch and go for the Substitute because, well, I just predicted it, I don't know. But he brings in Gliscor. I go for the Flamethrower, which is Sun boosted, and that's pretty nice because that'll hit it fairly hard. But he goes for the Earthquake, which breaks my sub, well, easily. And I wanted here to predict him to go Protect and go for the sub again. But I don't do that, actually, and it's probably better that I didn't because he predicts that as I go into Fortress. And yeah, that just works out better because now I could set up my Stealth Rocks. And then, yeah, that's just better. But yeah, I set up Stealth Rocks here as he brings in Jirachi. And this thing kind of scares me a bit because, well, I don't know exactly what he wants to do. If he wants to Body Slam or Fire Punch or what. But I bring in Charizard because when I looked at his team, I figured Jirachi probably carries the Stealth Rocks because I don't know what else does, so I wanted Charizard before he set those up, so that way I could go straight for the Fire Blast as he brings in Rotom, and then I miss, which sucks because that would have done a lot of damage. But now I go for the Air Slash, forgetting that he's Electric type, and that actually works out quite well because he flinches, and I think that makes up for the Fire Blast miss, but I flinched him, so it's a bit of hacks, but it was even in that part. So yeah, now I finish him off with the Fire Blast, and that's pretty cool. But although Charizard's insanely powerful, but I don't like how quickly his health goes down, because I've gone for like 3 attacks and Charizard's practically dead. But anyways, when he brings in Terrakion, I go into Fortress because it's my best check to Terrakion, I think. I don't really have much to deal with it, unfortunately, on this team. Because, well, I made the Sun team fairly quickly, but oh well. So now he goes into Salamence, is I just go for the Rapid Spin, because my team is pretty weak to Stealth Rocks, because most Sun teams are, since they're like all fire types. And yeah, that's cool though. So yeah, now I'm going to switch out, go into Charizard, because I want to just use it as Death Fodder, kind of, so I could get a free switch into something else against this Mence, and hopefully make it less threatening. Yeah, he goes for the Fire Blast, which takes out Charizard, and that's fine. That's what I planned on happening, well, yeah. But now I go into Venusaur. I was thinking I'd outspeed because of Chlorophyll, but since this is a especially bulky Venusaur, he's not able to take the Outrage, or is he able to outspeed, so that sucks, but at least it locks him into Outrage, so I could bring in Fortress and then go for the Gyro Ball just to take this thing out, because it was pretty scary for my team, because that Outrage did a lot to Fortress too. I didn't expect it to do that much, I don't think. But yeah. Anyways, he goes into Scizor now. I don't quite want to lose Fortress yet, I don't think. I just go into Ninetales as Death Fodder, because he's the most useless on my team. I mean, he can't really do that much. I mean, other than the fact that he sets up Sun, he doesn't have a lot of business being an OU because he can't really do much. So, yeah, now I go into Heatran to outspeed since I know he's locked into Superpower. And now I could go straight for the Fire Blast, which is great because that's going to hit anything quite hard. And he goes into Gliscor, which is probably the best play. Just uses it as Death Fodder because it's the best thing for him to stack, since most of my team's more especially offensive than physically, I think. But yeah, now he goes into Terrakion, and I know this thing's going to be Scarfed now, so I go into Fortress as Death Fodder, so that way I could get a switch into Dragonite now, and with that way I can keep my multi-scale and set up a Dragon Dance. as he goes into Jirachi, and that's pretty great because now I still have multi-scale, and I also carry the Fire Punch, as most Dragonites do now, so that's cool because a Sun-boosted, super effective, +1 Fire Punch will take out that Jirachi, so that's good for me. And now his last two pokes are Caesar and Terrakion, and now he brings in Caesar. I go for the Dragon Dance here to try and outspeed his Terrakion, because, well, I want to be able to outspeed it so I can kill it. So yeah, I take that Bullet Punch, and because of the multi-scale, I can take a second, well, because of the first hit doing so little. And now I go for the Fire Punch to take out that Caesar. So now his last poke is his Terrakion, who ends up actually outspeeding my Dragonite, which I did not expect at all. I need to fix the EVs on this thing because it's too slow, but he misses his Stone Edge, which might have won me the battle, because I don't know if Heatran could have finished it off with Earth Power. So, yeah, that's a good game, Shady. And, yeah, now to everyone else, like, comment, subscribe, and see you guys later.